Hi vinyl community, it's Shad with Vinyl New Wave. I thought I'd put together a short little video to enter into Richard Riley's contest of songs to make love to. What gets you in the mood? So I thought that if as I enter contests, which I probably won't enter a ton of them, but as I do enter contests, definitely going to stick to my theme. So they're going to be new wave records. And without further ado, let's get into the first one. It's a little tune from a band called Berlin on the Pleasuredome album. The song is called Sex I'm A. It's a great little tune about getting kinky and doing some role plays. I'm a geisha, I'm a blue movie, I'm a little girl, and we make love together. Great tune. The whole album is actually pretty good. You've got Masquerade and The Metro, which is a classic tune from them. Give that one a listen. The second record is from a band who's going to show up twice in my little video here. Keeping the theme of kink going. It is Depeche Mode, and the record is Master and Servant. This is the 12-inch single of the US Black and Blue version. And yeah, I mean, what else can be said? It's a lot like life. It's a lot like life as we play between the sheets with you on top and me underneath. Forget all about equality. Let's play Master and Servant. Now, kink is awesome and all, but sometimes you just want a little romance. And so the second Depeche Mode tune that I have comes from the Music for the Masses album. And this is the more recent remaster on 180 gram vinyl, but the song is the second track off the second side. It is called I Want You Now. It's a great minimalistic tune, not a whole lot of underlying music with it, but a lot of heavy breathing. And man, it's just a great tune that really nails the desire, that feeling of desire of really wanting another person. And so give that tune a listen. It's a great tune. And finally, my final song is called The Power of Love. Another good romantic tune. And it is from Frankie Goes to Hollywood's Welcome to the Pleasuredome. Now, this release is a picture disc from back in the day. It was released a few months after the original release. You can see there's the side from the cover, and then there's a track listing and credits there. And then on the second disc, you've got the picture of the boys, and of course the track listing there as well. Now, as you can tell, these aren't probably what they should have looked like. A lot of these picture discs with clear around them from the 80s, I have several where they have browned. They look a little bit like dishwater, so they don't look that great. But this is kind of a fun release. I don't play this one because it doesn't sound that great. But yeah, but the tune, The Power of Love, is kind of a special one to me. It is my wife and I's song. We just celebrated our 22nd anniversary last week, and we always we weren't it was not new by any means by when we got married, but it just spoke to us and we loved it. And we thought that it really conveyed that feeling of that strong, overwhelming feeling of love that you would have for one another. And so that kind of became, that became our song. And we always would, to express love, we would tell each other Muddlefee. In fact, for our wedding, my wife bought me this knife, and it has engraved on it Muddlefee, love Melanie. And Muddlefee stands for my undying, death-defying love for you. And even to this day, we still will, I'll still call out to her. She's leaving and say, hey, Muddlefee. So that's kind of a little fun thing. And have another release of that. This is a boxed set from the 1993 re-release of the Greatest Hits album from Frankie Goes to Hollywood. It's this cool little box set. It's numbered. And inside the box, it has the CD single featuring a new I think a newer remix, and then it has the original 9.5 minute long remix, a nice long remix, and then a couple other remixes there. And then there's a little Christmas card as well, because The Power of Love was originally released in December, and the video actually had kind of nativity scene in it, and they kind of had a Christmas theme to it. And then it also had a little pin that looked like this in the box. Now, I was pretty sure that I had that. And earlier today, I went down to the basement into my CD boxes and dug this out so I could show it. And lo and behold, the pin is not in there. I'm assuming that is because my 20-year-old self thought it would be cool to put it on a hat or a bag or something, and it got lost. I don't know. Maybe it's still in a box somewhere in the basement. I don't know. But one other last quick fun story about the song The Power of Love. I was on stage crew during high school, and one day we were in the auditorium setting up for I think we were setting up for an assembly or something later that day, and we were testing out the microphones. And so I was up on the stage, and I got out the microphone and got it, and I got up real close to my mouth, and I said, "I'll from the hooded claw, keep the vamp from your door," and then launched into which I'm sure is a pretty lousy rendition of The Power of Love. And then we finished up our testing and went on our way. And then later that day, the band teacher came up to me and asked if it was me who came on over the sound system in his room, saying, "I'll protect you from the hooded claw." Apparently, the sound from the auditorium was piped into the band room, and they hadn't turned it off from the last time that they were using it. And so I interrupted their class with my announcement that I would be protecting them from the hooded claw. Luckily, they turned it down before I got into my singing. But so anyways, that's a funny little story about The Power of Love. Like I said, special song for me and my wife. I love you, Melanie, Muddlefee. And if you liked my video, please subscribe. Please like it. This is my second video. I'm new to the vinyl community as far as making videos. I've been watching videos for a long time, and look forward to doing more. So until then, keep spinning.